Assalamualaikum and very good morning everyone. I am SYAFIQAH and I is a first presenter. Second presenter is NAQIB. Third presenter is AZIMAH. Fourth presenter is SITI SURYATI. And the last one is AIDIEL. First of all, 2 weeks ago, I have read the news about the factory workers demand the higher wages from the employer. This news is at one of the steel factory at Jalan Chen Ferry at Butterworth. Here are demanding that the employer resolve their salary adjustment issue, which has been put on hold for more than a year. This issue between the company and the workers' union came after the earlier agreements, which lapsed on the 31st December 2018, could not be renewed as what was done every 3 years. So now, why I tell you this story, because our objective in this presentation is to talk about what is the industrial relations important and the effect of the industrial relations towards the organizations. So next, I will proceed to the introductions of industrial relations. Industrial relations is one of the important problems for the success of a firm. The term industrial relations refers to the whole field of relationship that exists because of necessary collaborations of men and women in the employment process of modern industry. Industrial relations, or IR, examines the various employment situations that include the employees, employers, trade unions, and governments. Initially, industrial relations will begin with the employment relations where compensation is offered in exchange for work, such as employment contract. Industrial relations is also affected by a decisions of manager and employer. Thus, industrial relations involve a study of the conditions of work, mainly the level of wages, security of employment, social conflict, cultural interactions, legal aspects of disputes under laws, and others. The terms industrial relations itself, also known as a labor management relations or labor relations. Actually, the term of the industrial relations comprises of two terms. Number one is industry. Industry refers to any productive activity in which an individual or a group of individuals are engaged. Number two is relations. Relations means the relationship that exists within the industry between the employer and his workmen.
So for the next part is definition. As we can see here, according to the International Labour Organization, industrial relations deal with either the relationship between the state and employers and workers organization or the relation between the occupational organizations themselves. One is Del Yoder. According to Del Yoder, industrial relation is a relationship between management and employees or among employees and their organization that characterizes and grows out of employment. According to Armstrong, industrial relation is concerned with the systems and procedures used by unions and employers to determine the reward for effort and other conditions of employment, to protect the interests of the employed and their employers, and to regulate the ways in which employers treat their employees. We can say that industrial relations refer to the relationship that exists between the employer and employees in the day-to-day working of an organization. In narrow sense, the term industrial relations itself means relation between parties in industrial establishment, which means the nature of relationship established among the parties in the industry. Dictionary meaning of industrial relations is the relation between management and employees in industrial concerns. In short, the term industrial relations means the relations between employees and management arising out of day-to-day work in industry.
Next, I will discuss about the importance of industrial relation toward the organization. First is reduction in industrial disputes. Good industrial relation reduce the industrial disputes. Disputes are a reflection of the failure of basic human motivation to secure adequate satisfaction or expression, which are fully cured by good industrial relations. Strikes, blowouts, go-slow tactics, and grievances are some of the reflections of industrial unrest which do not spring up in an atmosphere of industrial peace. It helps to promote cooperation and increasing the production. Second, the importance of industrial relation is uninterrupted production. The most important benefits of industrial relation is that to ensure continuity of production. This means continuous employment for all from manager to the workers. The resources are fully utilized, resulting in the maximum possible production. There is an interrupted flow of income for all. Smooth running of an industrial is vitally important for several other industries. To other industries, if the products are intermediaries or inputs. To exporters, if these are export goods. To consumers and workers, if these are goods of mass consumption. For example, lacking in inventory system, which is due to misunderstanding between managers and suppliers. It will cause the shortage of goods or services and may lead us to the loss. The other important is to improve morale. Good industrial relation boosts the morale of employees. Employees feel that they are part of their organization and their contribution will improve productivity of the organization. Good industrial relation brings about realization among the employees that gain to their organization will not only benefit the employer but will benefit them as well. This makes the workers work with zeal, energy, and efficiency. For example, any worker that achieves their organizational goals will receive awards in advance, in the purpose of to keep their good jobs and improve more. This is such a good competition between employees to maintain their performance. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next is the effect of industrial relation towards the organization. The first one is handling grievance. Handling grievance is known as cordial relationship between the management and the employer by solving any problem and setting up a mechanism to address the grievance from both of the parties. For example, in order to keep a good relationship between the organization, the company should serve a channel to the employees to report their problems and how to solve them, such as a company can do a job training to all the employees to improve their relationship and to know each other better. This actually could reduce any misunderstanding and could achieve the goals together. Both can be beneficial to the management and the employees. So the second effect of industrial relation toward the organization is contract interpretation. It is where industrial relation more emphasize on providing proper training to the supervisor and the manager on the level of contract to clarify any misunderstanding. So the third effect of industrial relation toward the organization is increased productivity. So industrial relation aims at improving the efficiency and productivity of the organization by ensuring all employees' long-term retention and minimizing the rate of their absenteeism. For example, every company could have set up a rule which is all employees must follow after them to keep the efficiency of the company and also morale of the subordinate. As an example, employee could only apply for medical leave with medical certification and having a day off not more than 20 days per year. Lastly is the mental revolution. Mental revolution is vital since it emphasizes on transforming the way of thinking from both the management and the workers. The employer must value the workers' contribution towards the organization, and at the same time the employees must respect the authority of the management.
Hi everyone, I'm AIDIEL and I will continue to elaborate more on improving employee relations. The purpose of improving employee relations is touching up impact on your workplace culture. Maintaining positive employee relations help to improve staff morale, reduce workplace conflict and ultimately increase productivity. There are several ways to improve employee relations. First, fair treatment. Every employee has an expectation and treatment by the management. Thus, company's management must treat every employee as individuals and fair manners. In this case, favoritism is avoided in organization. Next, interactions. Every organization must interact with employees on whatever matters in the company, such as changes in company's policies, procedures, and also decisions that involve employees. Keeping employees well informed could motivate them and continue to become more productive employees. This even more will create a bond between the organization, as employees will feel treated as a family members. Furthermore, rewards. As we know, good works always will be rewarded, and we as humans want to feel appreciated due to our best method in completing something or task or a job. A company should figure out a method on keeping their employees feeling belong and work harder to meet the organization's goal with a good team working. Last but not least, feedback. In any progress, there must be a feedback as a channel to complain out loud the problems occurring in progressions or as a command. Feedback in organization is very important in order to know the weaknesses of the company so that we can improve them in the best methods and best ways. As for employee, feedback is very important because this is the only way for them to critique, the only channel for them to critique or give views about themselves, about what they are feeling. Companies might not directly ask about what happened to them personally, as there are tons of employees in the company. This is also a way to improve the company flow because employees will feel well treated and relieve their burdens after the management taking care of their feelings. Happy employees, happy company. That's all from us. Thank you and see you again. Bye.